Because Brad Bird has done quite a few Disney movies. And Disney as a whole lately, at least for me, their movies have been a little bit hit or miss. They feel a little formulaic. So when all of a sudden they just dropped this trailer out of nowhere for a movie called Strange World, I didn't know what to make of it. I had not heard of it. I had not heard any rumblings on it whatsoever. So I watched the trailer, and this is the most excited I have been for a Disney movie in a long time. And then I look up the people making this. I'm going, oh yeah, that tracks. So Strange World is going to be directed by the same guy that did Big Hero 6 and Moana and wrote Meet the Robinsons. I'm going, yeah, that makes sense with this trailer. But also, maybe it's just me, I love that old school cheesy adventure like style of the narration with the text, but also starting it in the 4:3 aspect ratio with the mono audio and then expanding it out to be surround in a widescreen format. I'm going, genius move. My only criticism with this trailer is we don't get any story details. But given that this comes out in November, I believe, I'm okay with not getting specific story details other than it's voiced by Jake Gyllenhaal, which, I mean, you could pick that voice out a mile away. It's voiced by Jake Gyllenhaal, and it sounds like a Lost in Space type of adventure, which, if that's the case, totally down for. The vivid colors look outstanding. The creativity, like when the little cliff starts walking away, looked outstanding. I think just it looks so visually and tonally different than a lot of other things we've seen lately. It could just be me that's getting super excited for this, but Ivan, as someone that's, I'm sure, had to sit through a lot of kids movies recently, does this one look like it's going to stand out to you? Kind of look about the same as everything else you've seen?
I cannot wait to watch this. I really can't wait to do that. It because of who's involved. Like my kids love Meet the Robinsons, and so do I. I think it's one of the most underrated.
It's so underrated.
Disney movies.
It's Heather's favorite Disney movie.
It's so fantastic. Which, by the way, based on
a book. Yep.
But
I almost put it on this, but I didn't know how accurate it was to the book. So
no, neither do I. It's something that I've been meaning to get around to reading. But Strange World, the what I get from it is a lot of Journey to the Center of the Earth, or like, you know, like said, pretty much every adventure movie or serials from the 1940s and all of that. It opens up as a reel, but at least the trailer does, which I think is a fantastic thing that we just don't have right now. At least not very strong. We don't have a very strong serial like Indiana Jones type of thing. I think Strange World is going to bring us back to that. Even though we don't have too much of a story right now, it's visually stunning. We can tell that it's going to be visually stunning. And I cannot wait for that. And even if the story isn't all that great, you know what? It looks nice. Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, that's Michael Bay's whole mantra.
Yeah.
But I have faith that this will be good because, like I said, Big Hero 6, I'm still mad at Frozen for Big Hero 6 for taking literally all the attention away of, like, people are like, Big Hero 6 is great. Oh, but Frozen is more marketable. Let's talk about that, even though Big Hero 6... Okay, because I know I can't talk about this with Josh, but I can talk about this with Ivan, I am still pissed that we do not have Big Hero 6 more at Epcot because Big Hero 6 literally teaches kids that education is cool. Science and higher learning is cool. Our main protagonist literally goes to college and learns and defeats the villain with his brain. That is meant for Epcot. But no, thank God we have Ratatouille there instead. Big Hero 6 is so underrated, and I'm still pissed we never got a sequel, even though we got an amazing spin-off show on Disney+. We're getting another one with Baymax. But then, on the flip side, I slept on Moana for so long, like I just didn't see it. And then I finally saw him going, okay, someone should have just told me that it was the Big Hero 6 guy. I would have saw a whole lot sooner, because Moana also is so good. Another one of those just visually gorgeous movies of... I'm still convinced that there are some scenes in Moana that they didn't animate, and it's just a camera looking at water that they animated little people on top of because the water just looks that good. So I think narratively, this is also going to be really, really strong. And I love the poster for this. It's got that old school adventure vibe. If you want my money, either give me a Frog and Toad movie or give me an adventure movie. Just an old school swashbuckling adventure I will always go see. Whether it's Indiana Jones, Brendan Fraser's The Mummy. For better or for worse, I'll watch Uncharted. It's a movie that exists. National Treasure. I love swashbuckling adventure, and no, it has nothing to do with the fact that knowing obscure things will someday financially pay off.
But you look at this poster, it's not just the whole swashbuckling thing that we are getting back. It is an era of Disney that we have left behind. This is so reminiscent of the Adventureland posters or the land posters that we have in Magic Kingdom. You know, it has that. It has the vibes of treasure, like when we used to have Treasure Island or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and all of those. You know, that era of Disney screams that, and I am excited to get back to it.
Also, there's slight details that you can notice. There's fold marks on this poster, like it's been folded like a treasure map.
It's great. It's great. It's so little details like that make everything. It make everything great. I love it. It's great. It's fantastic.